Hello, and welcome to Bagua Complete Basics. I'm Eli Montaigue, head of the World Taiji Boxing Association. I've finally gotten around to filming a Bagua series for beginners to learn from online. I say beginners, but keep in mind that even if you've been training another style for many years and would like to start training in this system, you should still start with these videos, as they cover all the important foundational principles to build from. If you start your Bagua training without these fundamentals, it's unlikely that you will ever really understand the system. I've been teaching Bagua now for about 15 years, so I hope to think I've come up with a way of teaching the system so that people can correctly learn it even from the videos. I often have complaints that I go over a movement too long in my videos, being asked to just show the move and get on with it. In my experience though, every student I've ever met with this attitude towards training has never really learnt the system correctly. So I give as much detail as I can possibly think of, while still sticking to the core basics of the system and not moving into the advanced principles, of course. If you find I've given too much information here, you can of course feel free to skip ahead to the next move without looking at the details I've put down, but the details are there if you need it. So I figured better to put them there than to not have them there. The complete basics will be split up into 3 sections, starting with the standing Qigong, then the circle walking, and finally the Bagua circular form of Jiao. It is the style of Jiao, or Jiao, as some people pronounce it, that I'll be teaching on this set of videos. It's the style that my father learnt from his teacher Ho Choi, and so it's of course the style that I learnt from my father. I'm not going to go too much into detail of the history and the styles of Bagua and the philosophy in this video, because this is something you can simply read in our books. There's no need to waste time on a YouTube video to explain these things. So I've left a link in the description to my father's PDF book, which you can download free of charge, and that includes a huge amount of information on the history, philosophy, all the different teachers of Bagua and the different styles and how they progressed through the ages, and of course up to the point where my father learnt it and he passed it on to myself. You can work through these lessons at whatever pace suits you, but just remember that when you learn the form, don't stop practicing your Qigong and your walking. These should be learnt first, but then kept in training throughout your form learning. Don't start learning the form and then ditch your Qigong and your walking. They're absolutely imperative to your Bagua training, so you should keep practicing those as you practice through the circular form. In this series that I'm doing, I'm focusing on the solo training, even though I do show the applications of the movements, but there is of course partner exercises within Bagua. Training methods and so on. So of course at some stage, if you're serious about your Bagua training, you should get onto these partner training exercises as well. If you want more information on these, please feel free to email me, or you can just have a look on our website. We have an array of videos on these subjects available. Bagua Jiang, or Bagua for short, is a Chinese internal martial art. This does not mean you'll learn superhuman feats of power or live to be 200 years old. However, it will teach you how to generate full body power for close range striking using Fa Jing and Dim Mak, as well as giving you a full body exercise to stretch and strengthen yourself in a way that is directly related to fighting, keeping you fit and healthy into your older age. The form and the walking teach us how to connect the whole body and concentrate that power into a striking weapon, using flowing circular and explosive movements. I don't like to say that any martial art is better than another martial art. The best art to me is the one that suits you personally. I could talk all day long about how great Bagua is, but words mean nothing. I have read books on different styles that in words sound great. But then you see it for real, and you find out that what the person's actually doing is nothing like what they wrote down in their book. So instead of choosing to practice an art because someone told you in a very convincing way that it's the best possible art to learn for this and that reason, it is my advice that you simply take the time to sit down and watch the movements of a system. Choose it because of what you think about it. Don't choose the system that you want to learn based on the best sales pitch from someone who has convinced you that it's the best possible martial art in the world based purely on words. There is simply no such thing as the ultimate undefeated martial art. The best martial art for you is the one that suits you. The one that you enjoy, the one that you have a passion for. Alright, so now let's get on to the training side of things. I hope you'll enjoy what I've put together for you. I've tried to put in as much detail as I possibly can. So you should be able to learn to a fairly decent level just via the videos. If you have any questions though, queries, feel free to leave some comments on the YouTube videos or send me an email. If I don't get back to you on the YouTube comments, I don't look at them every single day. So feel free to send me an email and we'll have a chat about any problems you're having. Okay, thank you very much and enjoy your lessons.